In this episode, I want to talk about aura. Most people know what an aura is or heard of it. The term that most people use may be like vibe, like they vibe is off, or energy. Okay, which your aura is one's energy. It's the energy field around the body. The aura radiates a frequency and a color that tells a lot about your current state of being. The aura is an energy that a person, place, or thing emits energetically. Like if an example of a person, like a person has a bad attitude, they unrelatable, they lack empathy or compassion, you can kind of feel their aura. Like, you know what I'm saying? Um, the example of a place would be like you walk in a room and you feel the energy. You don't know what happened, but you just walked in the room and it felt dark. It felt off, felt low vibrational. Okay, that's an example of a place. A thing that may be contain energy, something like a voodoo doll, or something like a house, like you know how you got haunted houses and stuff like that, and you could feel the energy in the house or in the space. So the thing is the actual house. The doll is the actual thing. So the energy, the aura, the thing could be a voodoo doll or a house. The place can be like a space, a room, you know what I'm saying? Where you feel the energy in a person. You can feel the energy, the aura around them, what they're emitting and what they're giving off. Okay? So, all right, let's break it down a little bit more. The aura is what you feel energetically, which comes from the magnetic field that's surrounding the body of a living creature. Okay. Um, you can't see this with your own two eyes, but some of us are intuitive enough where we can feel it when we around a person that, like, if you around somebody who mean you harm, if you around someone that, or like you around someone and it seem like, nah, this shit ain't right. I might need to get up out of here, or whatever the case may be, because the energy that they're emitting is off. Is off. It's low vibrational. Is demonic, or whatever the case may be. There's a way that you can know what your aura is, and there's a way that you can see it. Now, the way that I was able to see mine was, it's called mirror gazing. And I did what's called a mirror gazing technique, to where I was able to. All right, let me tell you exactly how you do it. You look in the mirror and you stare at your eyes. And you look directly into your eyes, but you gotta focus on like one eye, right? You focus on the inner eyelid, like the inner pupil. You just stare at it and you focus on one pupil, and you got to do it anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. While you're doing this, and I promise, and most people got a hard time, they blink. If you blink, you got to start all over. Okay. But when you focus on the eye pupil, I promise you, you won't blink. You won't blink. When you lock in, you won't blink. But if you blink, know that you got to start over, because you can't blink when you're doing this. And if you do it right, you won't blink. What begins to happen is, you'll see, as you focus in for 5 to 10 minutes on your pupil in one of your eyes, you will begin to see your aura through your peripherals. You'll be able to see the aura around your body. Okay? It will be a light. And that light, that energy field, you'll see it. It'll have a color to it. Okay? And everyone has different colors based on their state of being at that time. Your aura color is capable of changing based on your mood, your state of being. When I did it, my aura color was white. I seen the white energy glow around me. And I'm not even going to lie to y'all. When I saw that, I started tearing, son. Like I started crying because I was like, holy shit, this is for real. Like this is like it took my spirituality to a whole nother level because I was like, yo, I can see like it's almost like I could see my spirit. I could see my higher self. Like I could see my energy. I could see my being. Like my energy field. Like that was crazy. Like that was crazy. That yeah, that definitely did a number on me. You know what I'm saying? And I was curious and I went to go Google it and figure out what the white aura meant. So I'm going to share with y'all what the white aura means. Let me back it up and tell y'all that before I give y'all the whole download on my color because I want to kind of elaborate on that one. All right, I'm just gonna give y'all some of the other colors and the meanings of them, and then we'll go ahead and talk about mine. All right, so if you have a red aura, that means your energy, what you're giving off, right? You're giving off that you're grounded, you get well grounded and strong willed. If the aura color is orange, it means that you're an adventurous, thoughtful, and considerate. If it's yellow, it means you're creative, relaxed, and friendly. If it's green, you're social, a communicator, and nurturing. If it's blue, it means you're intuitive, spiritual, and a free thinker. If it's purple, that means you're spiritual, psychic, and magical. And then here we go into white, which was mine, okay? Which this one I went way more in depth in it because it's mine and I wanted to know. And if you want to know yours, I encourage you to go look it up. But let me talk about the white real quick. Let me talk about mine. The white aura is the rarest of all aura colors. Okay? It indicates purity, integrity, and a high level of spirituality because it's associated with the crown chakra. It also relates to universal and energy. It also relates to universal energy and oneness. White auras will appear bright and glowing. Also, other characteristics of the white aura is innocence, generosity, um, wisdom, resistance to corruption, as well as healing capabilities, a divine connection, and higher consciousness. White auras feel drawn to the spiritual world. They feel drawn to consciousness, connection to a higher power, wisdom, self realization, and they're very self aware. When I read this, I was able to definitely, I was definitely able to relate to it, because I was like, damn, that really sound like me. Like that really sound like what I be on. You know what I'm saying? Now, like anyone, we all change states of being, like our moods change and things like that. But I'm just saying, like at the core of me, I'm like, yo, that's me. Like, I'm conscious. I have a divine connection. I'm wise. Um, I always say I came in this world innocent, and the world like corrupted me. I'm very self-aware. Yeah, so and I'm definitely into spirituality and into consciousness and all of those things. So yeah, I feel like it definitely resonated with me. It's even having a white aura, it still comes with its challenges. You know, because as a white aura, we always wish to see the good in everything. Like I always see the good in people. I always see their potential, their full potential, and and what their best version looks like. But a lot of times people don't see it in themselves, and people don't want it for themselves. You know, um, And the other downside of a white aura is we can be naive to other people's true intentions. You know what I'm saying? Because many people try to take advantage and manipulate and be dishonest due to our I want to say to our innocence, but I want to say to our just us caring, like, because we care. And that's, I'm an Aquarius, so and Aquarius is, people might be like, oh God, this, that, and the third, but we also humanitarians, and I like I like to see everybody win. And when I'm coming up, I want to bring everybody with me. But some people, they'll jump on that bandwagon and want to go up with you, and they'll jump off when they get to where they want to be, and they'll leave you high and dry. Or if they'll ride the wave with you while it's good, and then when shit go bad, they want to jump ship. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you get taken advantage of in ways, because most of us are most white auras is going. They got true intentions. They're genuine people. Um, and then the other downside to being a white aura is that, you know being spiritually connected, it makes it hard to navigate reality. It makes it hard to navigate the 3D plane, because when you spiritual, or you practice spirituality, your mindset is a lot different than the average person. Is you might hear things like, oh, these bots. Most people are bots. Most people are autopilot. Most people go with the trends. Most people do what everybody else do. People, they want to think the way, they don't want to think outside the box. They scared to speak their truths. They scared to think in different ways and all this kind of stuff. And we see it for what it is, and we don't really want to go in the direction of the world. We want to stay in our own lane and do our own thing. So it makes it like real hard to navigate in this world. Um, and it's hard to it it's hard to feel grounded um, in the material world, because the world's very visual. The world's very materialistic. The world is very selfish. The world is very it's a lot of traits that he's like, man, why do I even want to be a part of this? Like, why am I even here? Like, this ain't me. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And the other downside of it is that being a white aura, you get caught up in a lot of the spiritual ideas and ideologies, and it makes you become judgmental. And it can even make you close minded, because you're judging everybody. You know what I'm saying? And you feel like your way is the right way. Um, and mm, and I've experienced some of that, because I've experienced some of that, But I think that I'm not. I always believe that I'm open minded, because I can always see both sides of the spectrum. I can see both people's. I can see both point of views, perspectives, and all that. I think that I'm very open minded. So the closed minded part, I don't feel like that. I relate to that part. In this exercise, the mirror gazing exercise, to see your aura, and let's say you want to cleanse your aura, or you want to change your aura, or like you in a space and you feel bad energy, or whatever the case may be, and it's a space that you have to occupy, live in, be in, or whatever the case may be. One of the ways that you can do is to cleanse your aura is to light sage. I know y'all always hear people talking about, oh, I gotta light sage, I gotta light a sage. The lighting of the sage is to cleanse the aura in the space, in the room, around the people, or whatever the case may be, to get bad energies, demonic energies, evil energies, whatever you want to call it, out of the space. So lighting sage is definitely one of those ways that you can cleanse your aura of a space, a person, or thing. Last but not least, develop your conscious and be mindful of your thoughts, because your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions emit an energy. And remember, that energy is your aura. So the more conscious you are about what you're thinking, how you're feeling, and what you're doing, you can be more in control of your aura. Emit the energy that you want. For this episode, it's your boy Cash, and remember, it makes sense to change. Peace.